Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well guys, we're going to take a look at a knife, or in this case a couple of knives, but the model in specific that has really uh, surprised me, if you will. Every once in a while I come out with, there's a surprise knife, and this one definitely, it checks that box for me for sure. Now, I didn't like it so much that I bought two. Of course, this is a his and hers set. The purple one is Nellie's. Of course, we're talking about the QSP Canary folders. You know, they had the Canary little fixed blade neck knife, upsized it a little bit, and created a folder out of it. And I got to be honest with you, I'm really glad they did. And I have to say, we got these at Blade Show. We picked these up at Blade Show West, of course. And Nellie had hers long before I had mine. She, of course, we kind of helped David set up the table and everything. And Nellie went to the show with me on Friday. And this was the first knife she bought. She picked it up and was like, oh my goodness. She's like, I'm loving this. And then I picked one up and I'm like, okay, I see what you mean. And she got one, boom, right away. And I waited a little bit, but man, there was no way I wasn't going to get one. But like I said, the QSP Canary, born as a little fixed blade neck knife and has morphed into what I consider a really awesome EDC folder. Love carrying this knife. Now, got to get the honest bits right out of the get-go. I have never been a fan of speed holes in a handle. I just haven't. It's just something I'm not crazy about. And I'm really overlooking it. Everything else on this knife I thoroughly enjoy. So you know what? The speed holes really aren't bothering me on this one. Take it for what you will, but I gotta lay it out there. But now, these guys came out in multiple colors of G10. Multiple colors. Each color version has a black or satin, stonewashed blade. Stonewashed or this kind of blackwashed blade going on there. Each color has that version of blade, so there's two of each color. But I mean, you've got black, purple, blue, orange, pink, white, jade, green. There's several colors. There's no red. I had to give David a little bit of a... David has no choice. I've just given him a hard time. But they do have jade, so I could get a jade one and dye it red, of course. Absolutely. That is an option. But I went with the black on black. I just thought it was a really cool look. Nellie, of course, went with the purple on black. She was digging... Oh, they had pink, too. Yeah, they had pink. Yep, definitely had pink, but she went with purple. But G10, of course, like we said, the speed holes. Now, the holes in the liners are definitely going to contribute to the absolutely lightweight of this knife. I mean, this thing, we're talking 2.6 ounces, if I'm not mistaken. We'll take a look at that again real quick. Nice open construction. Definitely a deep carry clip. Loving that. No recessed screws. They're pretty low profile, though. But come on, let's get some recessed screws in there. I know. Dead horse. You do have lanyard hole. The clip is reversible. And you have dual thumb studs. So this is, with the exception of obviously the liner being primarily for right hands, this is a pretty ambidextrous knife, which is cool. I'm very, very glad to see that. Now, everything, QSP's done a very, very good job. Everything's chamfered off very nicely. I mean, QSP has really come, I don't know if I can say that even, really come a long way, because they've been doing good stuff for quite a while. Not only for themselves, but all the OEMs they do. I mean, you guys know me, big on Finch, and they pretty much have done 97% of Finch's OEMs. So, among a lot of others that you guys like. But just very well done. action on this guy snaps out really nice. I'm not really adept at the middle finger flick because it's kind of hard to get behind that thumb stud. I'm sure you experts out there, yep, I can't do it. I'm sure you experts will be able to. You'll figure out a way. I know you will. But 14C 28N on the blade steel. I like the black wash going on here. No real markings on the blade, which I know that makes a lot of people happy. I'm digging it as well. The QSP is on the pivot. Nice drop point blade. But that 14C, man, we'll talk about everything that checks the box for me on this knife. But 14C, you guys know that definitely does it. This one has got a pretty darn good action to it. I've been carrying it, using it. Nice little drop. Let's see this one. This is Nellie's. I know she's been carrying this one a little bit. Very nice detent. Ooh, hers might even have, ooh, nice. She's either broken it in very well or it came with a really nice action right out of the box. So it's good that, normally when we do reviews, I only have a sample size of one, but it's nice to have a couple more. Let me see. Ooh, I think her detent is just a little. Drop's not bad. Let me see. I think I like the detent on hers better. Maybe I have to swap scales. No, I'm just kidding. I do. And there's nothing wrong with this one at all. There's nothing wrong with the detent on this one. It's just maybe mine's had more use, so maybe that's why. But hers just has a little bit extra snap on it from the feel of it, which is cool. That's awesome. Love to see this. Now, I handled quite a few of them. I mean, like I said, I helped David set up. I handled quite a few of these knives. I don't remember how many. Well, we had 2 of each version out there, and I think there's 8, 9 colors. So that's 18, 20 knives at least, plus the ones that were sold that I handled, and I didn't find one that wasn't pretty darn good. They all felt pretty much the same. Good snap to them. Nice action. Mine might need a little juice. Might have to juice that one up. But I'm really, really digging it. Man, I'm so deep into this, and I haven't even given you the specs on it. So, overall, what are you looking at? Well, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just over 6.5, right? Yeah, just over 6.5. About a 3 3/4 inch handle, which is going to give you right about a 2 3/4 inch blade, maybe a little more, and your cutting edge is going to be right about 2 3/4. Grip length, it is going to be a smaller knife. Grip length is just over 3 inches. My hand fits in there pretty nicely. I do feel this little edge back there a little bit, just because it is not quite 3 1/4, 3.5 inches. But the pocket clip, yeah, that's not even an issue. Not even an issue. All right. So there's some size comparisons. Obviously, the PM2, much larger knife. Now, I am a huge fan of the bug out. You guys know the bug out. That is, to me, the bug out is the quintessential perfect EDC knife. My opinion, that's for me. It's obviously much larger. And I can't say much. About a 1/2 inch on the blade and pretty close to that on the handle too. Okay. The Canary is right up there with the bug out for me. It really, really was. Even if I told you to start this off, I've never been a huge fan of speed holes. I'm overlooking that completely because of everything else that I am digging about this knife. We'll get a quick weight on it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was 2.6 ounces. Oh, we got low battery. Come on. All right, it might work now. No, it's not going to work. I am pretty sure. Guess I need a new battery. I am pretty sure it's 2.6 ounces. So everything I love about this knife. It's thin. It's lightweight. 14C. One of my favorite, absolute favorite steels. super comfortable in hand, deep carry clip. They're pretty low profile screws on there. So, well, doesn't like it. Low profile screws, absolutely. And I don't know what, all of a sudden it just said, nope, not going to do it. Give the screen a quick wipe down and see if that helps. Nope, all right. It has just decided it's not going to do any close-ups. We'll change that a little bit. There we go. There it is. No. It's just like, no. Not even remotely, dude. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know. It just decided not to play all of a sudden. There we go. So, low profile screws. Overall, yeah. This has been... I get a surprise knife in here every once in a while. And this, the QSP Canary, definitely qualifies as a surprise knife. And I'll tell you right now, this one is going to be really high for me. Definitely for best EDC knife for 2023. I'll tell you that right now. I am definitely liking it that much. Absolutely 100%. And of course, his and her, Nelly has told me that she really enjoys hers as well. So it's not just me. You got Nelly's. Take Nelly's word for it, however you wish. But yeah, the Canary is ranking pretty high. And what, $42? $42. 14C, a really nice EDC knife for $42. Yeah, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. So, let me know your thoughts about the Canary. If you got one, let me know what you think of it. I'd really love to hear. You know, I've had a couple people already mention to me how much they enjoy it, which is really cool. Haven't heard the other side of the spectrum, so if it's out there, let me know. But overall, it's a pretty... I am definitely digging the Canary. So, appreciate it, guys. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.